Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to talk about TonsenArtToys today. It's been a while since we've talked about TonsenArtToys, but definitely I think a lot of people are excited for this new Goku on the bike. It's based on a manga volume cover 34. Here, let's take a quick look at that actually. So you are going to be getting two different variants. We'll talk about how you can go about getting those in a second. So it's going to be orange vest and a purple vest. I guess I don't know what specifically these were pulled from, if there's just two different official designs or what, but this is gonna be pretty much how it looks. Just like that. Anyways, so in order to get them, as far as it's been explained, it's going to be kind of like you can buy it just on release. So he's going to basically release it and you can buy it, as opposed to like the pre-order system that he was doing prior. It's probably the best way to go. I think a lot more people have been patient this time around, which this method seems to have worked a lot better, just kind of, you know, having it ready for everybody to buy. I know there are pre-orders on AliExpress already. Don't know how they're going to go about that. I did reach out to an AliExpress seller, Figure Model 02 store, I believe. I haven't seen a response back on, an answer on how they're going to handle their pre-order, since their stuff went up like way before I think we had the information that there were two variants. But if you do see a store that did have, two options to select from, do let me know, or just spread it around. Because basically if you want to pick one, you wouldn't be able to do that essentially if you already got one of the original pre-orders. That's kind of how I see it. But if you want to wait, of course, not pre-orders. Stock is going to be on sale eventually. It could be this month, could be next month. From the picture so far, it looks like they are pretty far in production, so we will see. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty sure Tonsen still works with Omnime, but also Omnime doesn't post on Instagram either. And I think they rarely post on Facebook as well, but they're still operating as far as I remember. So if you're keeping up with them, yeah, there's that as well. Anyways, moving forward. So we've got some production shots and we're going to look at more stuff here in a second. I want to focus more on the bike in a second here, but do take a look at this head sculpt. I know a lot of people have been giving it praise, as well as the face sculpt. Seems to remind people of like a teen Goku from Dragon Ball, which honestly speaking, I really hope Tamashi touches back around there, and finishes out that line, because it's kind of just left in disarray. We have no, teen Chi-Chi or no adult Chi-Chi. We're still missing a lot of characters like Bandit Yamcha and a Puar with him or something. You know what I mean? Another Piccolo wouldn't hurt, but I know a lot of people, we just got nailed too, so we could hold. But there's definitely a lot of stuff they could cover from there. So the bike, look at how detailed this thing is. I absolutely envy this thing. It is still made out of actual metal, if he hasn't changed anything, which I think is a really cool detail on top of just everything going on here. So for it to probably perform like a little miniature bike in and of itself is just pretty amazing. Really, really phenomenal work. I don't know if he's partnering with Black Hole Toys doing this again, or if he's just kind of doing his own thing. Really not sure. I haven't heard any information on that. If I do, I'll put it somewhere, description or in another community post or something like that. But let's move forward. So this right here, we can look at the video, but that's not really what I want to focus on with the legs. Let's let it play real quick. Just kind of doing a test, showing you it's not floppy. It's got the articulation. It's not super tight, and shaking it, so it's not rattling. What I want to focus here in this video is this hinge right here on the actual crotch area. I guess you could say crotch, waist. Yeah. That right there, I don't think we really see on any SH-Figuarts, at least not any Dragon Ball ones, or maybe just in this kind of format with these legs. This, I think, is kind of a new piece here from Tonsen, trying something different. And I'll touch back here. This is a very, very old prototype, so it could be in there. Maybe not sure. But I do think this little hinge may help give like a little bit extra range with some of the, different figures we get. Because usually it's just a ball peg here, ball peg here. Then you have the ball peg socket from the abdomen piece, and it just gets whatever range you can out of the socket, which is usually not a lot. So unfortunately, You know, you're kind of not getting full range there that you would like to get unless you maybe make some modifications in the limiters inside if there are any, stuff like that. But I'm very curious to see what people can do with it, if it makes a difference, because if it does, I think it's something I would like to see happen a little bit more in current SHFs. And I mean, we can see if they're potentially doing that already. But as far as I've seen, it's not happening just yet. So something to keep an eye on, maybe test out when you get it in hand, whenever that is. And the rest of these images are just kind of, you know, I would say these are old, hard to tell, could be recent, you know, I'm not sure. There was no date associated with these from what I recall, but still get an overall look at the design and everything. Looks phenomenal. The sculpt work looks great. And TonsenArtToys, I can say I've always enjoyed his stuff. Like, it's just always coming out phenomenal. And I'm cool with them baking, man. They can bake and cook because it always comes out clean all the time. We got to look at the faces, and then we got an accessory for the water bottle. It is coming with a power pole. Basically, you're recreating, you know, this whole thing here. You're gonna get the power pole. I think you're getting an extended one as well, and everything here. So it's gonna be a cool set. Very excited for it. Definitely happy to see him trying to do more unique stuff as well, because this was something I would have never expected a third party to do. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff out there that I'm sure, you know, we'd love to see. I know a lot of people want to see the Cell Games Goku when he's kind of in that jacket while he's resting, you know, before the big tournament. But it'll come someday. It has to come. It just would be a question of, would it be like sculpted jacket on there, or would it be like soft goods? I think that'd be the question. You know what I mean? There are some soft good ones, I think, for like third parties if you want to look for them, but personally, not my thing. I think I'd rather see a figure that's kind of made for it specifically before doing that. But yeah, anyways, that's the update with Tonsen so far. Again, release could be this month, April, or it could be May. I would just say keep an eye out on the market, as you know, and keep an eye out for Omni-May, even if you don't like them, because I believe they're still working with them. So if they make an announcement, it's most likely coming. But yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled. Very excited for this and any future projects Tonsen has coming up, because, you know, he's teased a few things. Gogeta, maybe a Cell, you know, we'll see, hopefully in the necessary time. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.